We're only down Diana and
Really? Is Riley coming?
oh Riley.
Riley's supposed to come, but
yeah,
rarely does.
And rolling.
And
Rolling. Sorry,
Oh.
bad phrasing. Recording the meeting.
Recording the meeting.
Shibboleth. Here we go. So, my stuff was this. So that's, you guys have it now. So that's checked off my list. The next,
Sorry,
please.
This is a rough draft, right? Don't share with the kids at all yet?
Don't share with the kids at all yet.
Yep.
If you have any edits, any stuff you want to do, just let me know and we can hop on the computer and just beat my boot. If you're not in the shop, send it through Slack. If you got any ideas to add to it, subtract from it, I'm not butthurt. Like whatever you guys have to say, go ahead.
For sure.
So there's that bit for the Musketeer. So that's Musketeer. The next bit on the list is, I told you, but I don't think I've told you or you. You're after that. You started after that. This is no offense to you. Okay. 25-cent raise for the DMs up to Dan.
To Dan?
So Dana. So everybody after it was started after Dana. We're not giving 25-cent raise to you yet, but that'll be the next. When we do our next thing, that'll be your guys' raise. So everybody, the DMs up to Dana because everybody else is a much more recent hire. 25-cent raise. So there's that for you guys. Next bit. I don't know. We didn't cover this in the last meeting, but congratulations to Mr. Devin Hicks. He will be the head DM at the Bloomington store.
Thank you.
Earned, deserved.
All right.
So yeah. So we're going to be hiring DMs that can work for both, but he's going to have probably I've gone to how many managers meetings and I can't come up with a word for it because it's like I'm an old wrestling fan. So stable is one word, and then cadre is another one. But his own group of DMs will probably be at Bloomington. Reservoir, your own
Reserve
roster.
Team.
Teams are
No, not a clue. Not a clue.
No.
Coven.
Yes, we're gonna be having teams. We're gonna have teams.
Yeah, I guess that would be
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He'll have his own parapet.
Beautiful.
His own oubliette of DMs.
Dibs on tower.
I don't want to be just standing on like a little piece of wood over an endless pit. No. So that's that bit. So congrats to Dev on that.
Who's good?
I am very excited for the new store. Oh, we finally have a number of tables for the new store. It will be 12. I was hoping for more. 12 tables. I was hoping for less than half of what I hoped for, but 12 is the number that Bloomington's much more strict than Minneapolis. I was hoping for far more, but they went, well, for this and that and accessibility, and I'm like, fine. Too much 12 tables?
In one room?
Well, keep in mind
It's
the
twice the size.
ceiling is also much higher, so the
Yeah,
sound
no, it's
will
literally-
bounce.
It's literally the ceiling is twice as high, and the room is twice as wide. So the spacing is going to be even better. I talked to Bob this weekend. That's the next bit. I really wanted to have the dungeon crawl at New Tower. It's not going to be ready in time. He was hoping, but he's like, he told me there's like a slim, like 5% chance we can do it, but to plan for here. Which I was like, okay, can do. Which brings me to the next bit. Hey, Trav. How's it going, Chief? Yeah, I believe it, brother. I believe it.
New Tower is cool if you like make one word.
New Tower, yeah, New Tower. The
Old tower.
New Tower. New Tower. So speaking of the dungeon crawl, we're going to need people so Travis can schedule it. Wanted to see who was up for it. Who wanted to DM? Hello, Gabe. How you doing, bud?
I'm always game from a desire point. I do think that I'm probably going to need to.
Sure. No, that's understandable.
Same.
Okay, you're going to have to be on the floor. So, Dev, Patrick's out. Does anybody else want to volunteer?
I don't really understand what I would be volunteering.
Okay, so for the dungeon crawl.
Yeah, no.
Okay, so when we did the brewery, and I had those deck of cards. That was the deck generated dungeon. And everybody like a deck of cards had stuff on it. No. Okay.
Does not ring a
Oh,
bell.
okay. We were at the brewery.
Oh yes.
Nothing
yes,
happened.
No,
Nobody showed up. No, you good.
Execute all of them. Excuse me. 5 people showed up.
Yes, all of them. All of them did table.
No, I just executed everything.
No, you're
and
good.
Did my own thing.
No. So yeah, the cards. It'll be a deck generated dungeon. You get into a room. You pull a card and you go, okay, this is what's in the room. And you just quick read it. I'm going to simplify it. I took notes from last time. Definitely simplify the cards and leave more room for you guys because you guys are more than capable of filling a room with gravitas. I don't need to be like, da-da-da-da-da-da. It doesn't need to be full. I can give you guys, okay, this is a treasure room, blah, 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 blah. And that way you can add your own flair and your own taste to it and do your thing. So that'll be my next couple things.
I'm leaving just so you know. So
Okay.
I'm not turning the alarm on or anything.
Sure. If you want to grab some Nordies for yourself, go ahead.
Sure. Both of you all now offer me beer.
Yeah,
Cool.
so
Thank
take
you.
a whole bunch of it, dude.
All right.
It's a good thing.
So that's how we'll be doing that.
How many DMs do we need?
I would like to. Son of a gun. Because
How many kids do we have signed up as of right now?
right now, you know what? Let me check. We'll put a pause on this. 1 second. Pause it.
Actually,
Oh,
if you're-
sure.
I can tell. Like 12 to 14 kids, really, you set up like titles across the table that have like the shape of the dungeon laid out ahead of time, and then the kids get really excited and literally old school dungeon crawl style run through your dungeon looking for cool stuff. Like, the majority of the kids are motivated by the fact that you can find magic items and you can find wall items, which Tony hangs like literal like plastic swords and stuff from the ceiling and things, and if you find wall items, you pick one and take it down and like you actually get it as a thing.
It's like a little.
Yeah, and then it's also
toy.
it's like a toy and then an item in game as well.
Goes to like a Hooks Valley Village.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And typically, so the way that like it functionally works is you do the left or right initiative, just like we're starting on the left, we're going all the way around so the kids can see when they're coming up, and you really turn and burn the turns. It's like, all right, what are you doing? Stop thinking. Tell me what you're doing. Like, you had all this time to figure out what you're doing. Tell me what you're doing. Where are you going? What's going on? You're opening the door. You find some guys here, and you just kind of very old school dungeon feel.
So we're at capacity.
We are at capacity.
At capacity now. So this is why I wanted Bloomington, because then we could have 6 tables and cut down the 36 to 60 tables. That was my hope. That's why I was like, okay, Bob. Cool, Bob. You told me it would be ready, but okay. Anyway, so what we're gonna do is I would like to almost make, if there was any way to do it, make 4 tables.
I mean, the only thing that springs to my mind is potentially using the office.
Yes, but
I don't love putting the kids in a different place like that.
right, that's where I'm like, the only thing we could do is we got a table here, a table roughly where that is, a table there, and a table there, and have like the folding tables.
Yeah, use the folding.
We have to use the folding tables to make another one lift it up, put the boards on it, and get 4 tables. And that would take it to
9 kids a table?
I think this deck probably is.
36 kids.
Yeah, it'd be 9 kids a table. Yeah.
Be a little more
I really wanted to, for you guys, I really wanted to have 6 tables. I was begging for it, and just setbacks and stuff about couldn't get on certain things because of Bloomington's wondrous strictness on things. So
And it's too late to try and get like the community.
It's good if people don't die in fires.
Yeah, no, that's kind of the point. Is we were like, hey, I could. When I'm in Tuesday, I will contact them and see if we can just last minute, just like, hey, here we go. The money we're gonna make will more than cover renting it.
$200 a day, whatever.
Yeah, that's a little better. And then we can run 4 tables, and then it's much more. Shoot, they got enough tables. We could do 5.
Yeah, I mean,
And then we're like at 7.
yeah, we also could, because I mean, we're far enough out that a whole load of people who are going to want to sign up definitely haven't yet. So
Mhm.
more slots would be useful too.
Yeah, that's kind of the. So yeah, like I said, Tuesday I will email the community center and see if I can get that Saturday. May not happen. We'll see. So just to make sure I got everything. Musketeer promotion. Raise. Location of dungeon crawl. Dungeon crawl DMs themselves. So I'm 1. That's 2. The goal will be 2 more. If anybody's interested, I might try to tap the newbies because I make there's no bones about it. Doing this weekly is really tough.
Yeah.
So
To be clear, willing, very much willing. Like if it
If push comes to shove.
No,
Yes.
I know. I'm just laying it out there. I know how tough this is, and I have no problem with anybody going like, thank you, but no thank you. I'm fine with it.
We are.
It's a long day.
It is, but we're weirdly blessed with a group of kids who know what they're getting into.
Yes.
Like one of the very first things I did at Tower was a dungeon crawl.
Yes. Typically the energy of like the kids at the table, they're very like eager to like, okay, we got to do this. Like they know what's going on.
And
Having
so
time. Yes,
Yeah.
they're
Motivated.
progress motivated because like this.
the ones who care about story, this
Yeah.
is the
Just
capstone for the story. So
And the ones that want loot, this is where the really cool loot is.
yeah, and then also,
What happens at the end?
what are you doing your turn? I look so all like,
Yeah.
I haven't been there for a dungeon.
Okay.
crawl.
Yeah.
What
So-
happens at the end of the dungeon
So
crawl?
Yeah.
here's kind of how it goes. Here's how it goes. So we have, let's say we have just 3 tables. We go, okay, there's 1 billion kits per table. You guys do your cards, you lay out the dungeon, you get to the final room. You go, okay, we got the final room. You just go, Tony, we got the final room. I go, okay, cool. You guys will be the first people in like narrative order to be at the last table. So you guys, if you need to, go to the bathroom, take a snack,
Yeah.
do whatever. Cool. Then the third group go, okay, so narratively you'll be the second group, narratively you'll be the third group to enter the last room. They move out. You go, okay, everybody out of the room. Then we put together these 4 tables, and I arrange the kids all around, and then to not force you guys to have to do an extra round, an extra hour or 2, I then take the whole table, and then I narrate what happens. And I put the big bad in the middle, and I go, okay, I do my initiative thing where I go, 2 kids closest to me, roll a d20, no modifiers, just roll. Okay, we go this way around the table.
go for it's the narrative order.
It's the narrative
Yeah.
order, so it's so that's kind of what it is. So I'm just,
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, so who was first? Whoever was first, be to my right,
Sit to my right.
and then you guys decide what order you want to be in.
Yeah.
And they go around, and they pretty much are on either side of my DM screen is how it usually works. And then I go, okay, Jonah, you enter the room and blah blah blah, and pump it up. Here is the, Captain General of the Rotweiss Navy. He's there with a dozen musketeers and probably, I'll throw in some samurai ninja or whatever, for example. Try to take him down, and then I'll make him like a high-level duelist. Pad him with armor, pad him with, abilities and stuff. They then fight and blah, blah, blah. They fight musketeers, all that stuff. And I narrate what everybody does around the table. And I go, okay. So this is what happens. Once everybody's done or we get through it and it's time, I go, okay, so you've made it. You've accomplished these things, but you didn't accomplish these things. So this will be kind of how we move forward. See you in January.
And typically then I'm assuming at the end of them.
And I go, all right, so since you guys,
I imagine. Yeah.
you maybe get 1 or 2
You got
rounds.
36 kids doing an attack on any big bad.
It's fun seeing how excited they get.
I mean, they will kill the guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
They did the last one where they sat there and they all worked, and then it wasn't quite. They didn't quite do it, so I was like, I can't have the end of the campaign be they fail.
Yeah.
That would be a huge bummer for the kids that went 3 years.
We had the Empire Strikes Back last time.
Yeah, it was like, all right, boom. Now you guys win. One of the NPCs that you guys saved or something happened earlier takes something out of death. We're all good. That's the end of the campaign. Congratulations, guys. This is how it's resolved. Move on. So that's how that campaign got put behind us, and then we're doing this one. So yeah, I just give the ramifications since this is the first act in like a 3-act play is kind of how we're playing. So it's okay, this is introduction of setting and players. The second one, I'm going to put them in a really bad position. The third one is the resolution of that bad position. That's been the thing every time. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, okay, and that's what we're doing. It's like, okay, boom, 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 boom. The first one, they're like, oh, we beat the dragon. Yay, it flew off. Right, but the second one, you guys are host. You guys get really badly taken down by the dragon. The dragon is waking up other things. It's creating armies. This is important. You guys have to take down all the orcs and goblins and everybody else that were part of this cult to the dragon queen. What do you know? You beat the dragon queen and it's over. You do it. Yay. Next campaign was, okay, what happens afterwards? Now we're here. So it's like you said, I do the 3-part act each time. So this time will be, hey, good job. You defeated the evil Dutchman. Essentially, good job. You also, depending on how well they do, you're like, hey, a number of rifles are left over after the explosion, or hey, you guys were able to stop them from destroying their weapons in time. Congratulations, here's a new class, guys. We're revealing a new class and a new weapon, and everybody, oh, we got guns. You got to finish your character's story.
Yeah.
I don't want you just going, everybody just, well, I got gun. End of story.
I'm
Good.
done now.
I am gun now. My gun. We're not doing that.
My gun.
My gun. My mansky.
Excuse me.
Yeah, unfortunately, capitalism and colonialism has no limits on how many people they will throw into a meat grinder.
Oh, good job.
Yep.
So, yeah, that is kind of what we got going, and it's 10 to 5. It's the 13th.
If you're DMing, you're usually here at 9 to help get set up.
9 get set up, yes. Usually the night before, what we're going to do is we'll schedule DMs to come in, like we did last time, to decorate the room. It's kind of a blessing in disguise that we don't do it at the new place because it would cost more to decorate it.
Yeah.
Because we'd have to have twice the everything. So I'd have to have twice the gifts, twice the stuff.
Yeah.
I held off on the gifts because I'm like, okay, there's still a lot of thrift shopping I can do ahead of time and stuff I can buy to like balance it out.
Yeah.
But the cool part was Halloween was very good to me with all the anime costumes and stuff we had. So this place is going to be just festooned with cool anime themed stuff.
Yeah, story question?
Sure.
And I mean, maybe we're too far out to ask this kind of thing, but I have to imagine that if the idea is defending the islands from foreign invasion, that eventually, basically, they would need to go to the continent and take down.
Be pretty sick third dungeon
Be
crawl.
pretty sick for a dungeon crawl, yes. I was thinking,
And take down the investors?
sure, take down the investors. That's an idea. What I kind of had like far off in mind was I love all the literature, you know, James Clavell doing Shogun and all that stuff. I was almost thinking they'd have in this version of Macau, there'd be an island that was like their base that they just basically bought the islanders off. Like Manhattan, like what people did to Manhattan. Okay, we'll pay you for this island. Leave. Kindly leave. It's not part of Raishu, it's way over here. So then one of the acts would be, okay, this is where the stronghold is. It'll take them years to come along. it's not going to be worth their trouble to try to come back over. My thinking is, first dungeon crawl, it's like, okay, we fight this one fortress where they're stockpiling the guns and everything to then disseminate to the different islands. We take that out, Empire Strikes Back from their island fortress. Third act will be, we have to find where their fortress is, because there's no way they reacted that quickly from the other side of the world. And that's where it's like, okay, now we're assaulting this island, and there'll be the fortress where that's their bastion in these waters. Once that's done, Raishu is safe because no one's going to want to bother. And then, kind of Shogun style, the islands will be united.
That's just it. Like,
Yeah.
Because even if they repel these colonialist or imperialist advances, what really would end up stopping that is, and this would be boring for D&D playing, is uniting all of the islands and finding a way to create a federation and a world power.
That was the idea. That was my idea. Just kind of follow the story of Japan.
Make it.
That's not boring.
Wait,
No,
wait.
that's very boring.
Hear me out. Japanese HRE with all the political infighting.
Yeah, but I mean, no, that's great. I think that's kind of a good course to go like, okay, this act, okay, stop them from selling guns to everybody, which will make the wars worse.
Yeah, I have the full arc that way.
And then it's okay to stop them there. Okay.
Sorry, Tony, I didn't get anything you just said.
No. I was saying that the arc, I said, I think, great idea. That's where I was like, no, I kind of wanted to have a thing where you mirrored exactly what I wanted to do in the back of my head. Like, my rough sketch was, we introduced that there's guns and there's foreigners interfering in the politics here.
If the problem is foreigners. Yeah.
Right, and then it's like, okay, now the second act is, holy crap, they're raining down fire and they're hitting stuff from the sea. Where are they coming from? What's going on? The dungeon crawl will be maybe taking back one of their big castles.
Can I make
Let's not.
floating idea?
Sure.
Either for this dungeon crawl or next dungeon crawl.
Yeah.
So, question first: where
Certainly.
are we envisioning in the islands this dungeon crawl taking place?
I had it
tell my
off the
kids where.
coast. Yeah, I had it in the southern islands.
Okay.
Varish.
How do we feel about the fortress being a giant flotilla of ships? Like an actual, like a navy flotilla, and like the big dungeon
I was thinking
that
about
we're
that.
assaulting is like an enormous battleship.
That might be
That's
hard
really cool.
to visual. It's dope. It just might be hard to visualize with the way the dungeon like tiles are laid out.
I feel like floored. So yeah, like different decks of the ship. Like think less standard navy and more fantasy Star Trek. Like the Enterprise would work as a gunboat.
Yeah.
Sure.
Like,
Right. I'm just trying to think of how to represent that on the table with the tiles.
How to inform the tiles with that. I don't hate that.
I
But
mean, like I can
I
talk to my
my brain's not seeing whatever you're saying.
I think that ultimately,
But,
like
like,
wood tiles essentially. Is what
I
tiles
think
do.
well, and even without wood tiles, like these guys have guns. They might have steel battleships.
Yeah.
They could, yes.
Like, so I guess my thought process is it's going to be less informed by the tiles themselves because ultimately they give you more of a skeleton and it's more informed by the way we describe
Sure. That makes sense. That makes sense.
Crack open the door and feel the heat of the furnaces that power this flotilla.
Sure. No, I think that'd be a
I mean,
No, that's the thought.
when you first mentioned that, what immediately came to my mind was the like prison barge in
Yes.
Avatar,
yes.
where it's like there. Because it's like it wasn't as big as like what the dungeon crawls can be, but it was still like big enough that it was a series of fights.
Yeah.
And it was large enough where they were having to find their way around, and it still felt like a ship when you were
Right.
watching.
No.
That
makes
is
sense.
I
that's
just
a
feel like
great
it could
way
be a
to put
really
it.
cool.
That helps my brain.
Yeah, no, that's
see
a good
it,
setting. No, I agree.
because I
I
wasn't
had not
seeing it.
considered that. It's a good
It
idea.
also like adds to like the idea, especially if you were talking like the metal ship. Like, yeah, they don't have the reason to do it in the same way that like they're imprisoning Earthbenders in Avatar, but it is a thing of like it gives credence to this is a powerful and wealthy like organization that is trying their best and their like resources to try and do this.
How many
Also, they
how many
don't stop.
floors were you planning, Tony? Two
It'll
goes.
stop people from just-
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah, it'll
No,
stop the classic kids D&D of, oh, it's made of wood, fireball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could
It's
do
easily hand-waved away to dungeon scenario. It'll be
Sure.
a little bit of both with like it's like an actual island, but they strapped an engine onto the back of it, and it's like actually like floating, not connected to the seabed.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
we could
doesn't-
surround it with ships.
That's a good point. It doesn't
I
necessarily
mean,
need to be a battle.
if it's the black ship, I think that's a great idea. We were discussing maybe perhaps instead of having it be an actual island with a fortress on
The
it,
dungeon crawl.
it's a floating fortress.
That's
That's
that, and I love the idea.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes.
Has anybody seen the D20 series Leviathan?
Yes.
Check that out.
Amazing. Yes.
So yeah, just using the tiles to represent the decks as you go down, and then you finally get to the main part of it, and that's where we have the big battle.
Yeah, and I mean, what we're working with is we're still in a fantastical magical setting, so you
Yes.
don't need to obey the laws of physics in normal public.
Yeah.
You need to obey, like even a little bit.
We
It's like you can have twisting corridors that are like, why? Wait, I thought we were on the middle deck. Why is there like this twisting corridor? It takes up too much. It doesn't go anywhere. And it's like, yeah, duh. The second deck is where we keep the buoyancy crystals. They're what keep the boat.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Even
The second
like,
floor.
even like modern day boats have twisting corridors all over.
Yes, no, it's
like,
true.
especially if it is large enough to be a dungeon.
And you can have a lot of fun with like those door. What are they called?
Well, you'd still have all the necessary elements of a dungeon crawl. You'd still have doors. You'd still have traps.
Mhm.
You'd still have things. If you don't have the right code,
Yeah, no,
In order
totally.
to get to
you
the
could
door.
have really cool locks to work with since you're technically in like
Essentially.
what do you think like the doors like that have the big spinning thing on the front?
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
the bulkheads.
It's bulkheads. I want to say wheels, but no.
And you pop it open. Yeah, no, that's the thing is doing strength checks to do.
Yeah, it could be a big iron ship.
Yeah,
Yeah,
people have guns.
it's an iron
yeah.
side. Yeah, it's an iron side. And then it's like, okay, try and hit it with a fireball. Go ahead.
Well, and I've already described.
Wow, cool, you.
So my island's down here, and they were trying to bypass a blockade that the higher island had set up because my daimyo is a bad guy who's an expansionist and an asshole. And they were going for that blockade, and while they got there, hey, guess what? Rotweiss coming from the top ropes. This blast through with I described the ships that came through as having like rocket engines in the back powering through, and just literally cannon fire decimated both the blockade and all of the ships they came on, and just blew the hell out of them and kept going west.
Southward.
West.
So it also
West,
works
southwest.
perfect for if that's where we're doing it.
Yeah, that's the yes.
I kind of piggybacked on that and like collaborating with that idea. My table was what is it? They killed a blacksmith for no reason. And they got into New City and just killed the blacksmith because they couldn't get the wine out of them. And I press gang got into military service to defend the islands. Trying to prep for the dungeon crawl because I wanted them to have a reason to have to go defend the islands.
We're all back here right now.
Yeah,
You should be here.
I didn't know how else to tie this in.
Yeah.
I feel like you're the only person that heard that.
No, I mean it's a sporadic
I
conversation.
heard a little bit, but it sounded a lot like because there's a Devin in the way.
I am in the way. My table, I think what I'm gonna have happen for my table's tie-in is I think there's been 3 elemental spirits that my villain has been slowly like collecting, and has already collected the ice spirit and the lightning spirit, and is about to collect the fire spirit. And I think what's going to happen is instead the rock are going to collect the fire spirit, and the Rockwee, the pirates.
Rotweiss.
Rotweiss.
Yeah, it's literally red light in German. They're not pirates. They're like sorry, I jumped in. You might have talking about something else.
No. That's what I was talking
Okay,
about.
yeah, they're the Rotweiss. They're this expansionist nation of foreigners who are coming into the fire room.
I was pronouncing it wrong.
It is ROTTWEISS.
Because we have like 2 sessions before
One.
the one session before the dungeon.
One
crawl?
session before the dungeon crawl. Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
To be fair, everything you're working, because I'm kind of similar right now, everything you're working on can easily be like, oh, and this is more important, deal with this, and then come back to
Well,
whatever
no,
you're
I mean,
doing.
Lord Ryobi is going to send them to the front line. Like, they have been press ganged in the military service because they killed someone and lost the court case, and so they're just going to get sent to the front. I wanted to do a lot more before they got into the combat, but
I have a similar. Since I missed those 2 weeks, I'm like a teacher who had to deal with snow days right now. Like my whole curriculum is 2 weeks out, so like I have to like slam a boss fight into this week and then real quickly Shanghai them into the dungeon crawl.
yeah, I had kind of the same thing because when between September and October, I had like 5 of the kids changed at my table. Like I had one kid stay at the table, and it was like start from zero.
I do a very loose like when we get about 2 months out from the dungeon crawl, I do like a loose outline of like, okay, I've got 8 sections, story beat, set up for dungeon crawl. I know for a fact moving forward, I'm going to put at least 1, if not 2, filler sessions into that so that I've got some wiggle room if I have to miss or something.
Right. I started out like the whole story was based on the characters.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. Like
In
that's
August
how
or September,
yeah.
and then it's like boom, all new characters. They don't give a shit about anything you've been doing for the last 2 months.
It's part of the game, right? Unfortunate, but true.
I had that. I mean, I have the. You see the map? I have the advantage of like my region is all of those islands. So literally, when I had that exact same thing happen, and I had this one group that was on Island A, their letter. Then next week, suddenly I only have 1 of the same players, and then 4 brand new players. Immediately I'm like, and then the one player that I still had, Eli, was a different character. So I'm like, this is just an entirely new group of people. We're just going to say this is, you're on a different island and different things are going on. And I'm going to happen to have it be the same villain, but like, but that's like the only way I could pivot. But I was like, man, I liked the momentum that I was going with that group. But a lot of them it was like Leo, it was Nico, a lot of kids that were on the verge of teens.
Yeah, it's helpful to watch, like, as you're coming up to because those changes will happen at end of months. So it's helpful to, like, towards the end of the next month, double check. Like, especially if Tony's made the tables yet, just look what your table's going to be for the next month just to help plan.
Also, because we're kind of just telling kids who you want as the DM, and we're kind of pushing them out to wherever they vote for December. In December, you guys want to give me notes on who you prefer at your table, just as a like, hey, because sometimes I don't know your table perfectly, and I apologize. But if you guys want to just send me a note, like, hey, before the last week comes, like, hey, so this is what I kind of like my table to look like. I'm willing to take on 1 or 2 more people.
Yeah, or in Ben's case, like, this is who I've built my story around.
Yeah, no, we'll do that. I apologize.
Well, December fortunately has the benefit of being the isolated systems.
If
So
there's-
that can be messier.
Sure.
I'm not trying to make your jobs complicated.
No.
I'm saying what I'm about to say, but if we can default to keeping kids at the same table, we
Yes.
probably already are doing that.
Trying to, yes.
Yeah.
But sometimes I'm not.
But like, if Kian doesn't sign up, right, until late in the month, and your table's full and Nels is empty, that's where they're gonna go.
For sure.
No.
Have a good one.
Right. But yeah, it goes both ways. If the kids have a preference and you guys have a preference, go ahead. I'll try and just, for everyone's sanity, I'll try and take Mari. Mari. He's one kid, he just disrupts the table. Yeah. He can be disruptive and just kind of, he'll borrow things without asking, I'll put it that way.
His skate's thin.
We're trying to give every opportunity and every benefit of the doubt.
Flirts with Sadie a lot. Yeah.
I'm not happy about it. I split them up and say, no, you're over here, you're over there.
Yeah.
His mom specifically asked for me to DM him, and I'm like, okay, cool. Because that's the other thing. Come January, I'll be splitting off to a teen table. Just I'll be taking it to January. Tuesday. So Tuesday I'll be switching over to doing teens
So
tables.
we're gonna do teens on Tuesdays.
There'll be one table of teens on Tuesdays. It's just right now the capacity is just it's bursting at Devin and then we have to get a new person at Devin's table because Devin's going over to Bloomington. So it's like it's gonna suck not having my neighbor.
Diana technically is also supposed to be Teens Wednesday,
Right,
but
Wednesday,
like,
but it's just right now it's
So many young kids sign up.
yeah,
and there's enough kids turning 13 and 14 this year.
yeah.
Because Sadie's already 14.
13 for sure.
13 for sure. I think she's like on the cusp of 14. Most of my Tuesday nights become in 13, 14.
Did you tell everyone?
Does
25
this
cents,
mean
yes.
that you're looking for more teen table DMs to work on Wednesdays specifically?
We don't physically have the space.
We would like to. It's just right now. It's just how things are going.
We are running Tuesday, Wednesday night and tables in the break room. Like we just
That's
physically
we're just literally. Thank goodness we're getting new talent.
Yeah.
Because then
That's the other
some of the
thing.
kids are gonna go.
Yeah,
I'm
because
gonna
there are
over
a
there.
lot of kids that are coming in from Minnetonka
Yeah.
and Edina and
We're on the
Farmington.
verge.
Yeah.
We're on the verge of like a
Farmington.
bunch of things needing to
Their
get
team
like,
comes from
rearranged
Farmington. I'm like, bro.
and figured out.
And that saves them another 20 minutes
Yeah.
going to
I was
Bloomington.
not aware
Then
about the Farmington kids.
Am I right I wrote your name down
Hello,
just
this is-
because I assume you're asking because you are interested in, if possible,
I
the
like
opportunity
working with
around.
teens.
Yes.
Also, I like working with adults.
Yeah.
So
that
like
is
Thursdays or Wednesdays, like well, I covered Pat's table 2 weeks in a row, and
I love that group.
Hmm.
I really enjoy
they're good kids, right?
Pat's
Wednesdays?
Pat's Wednesday.
Yeah. This is quite a admission. Or is it called? You admit something?
Confession.
Confession. It's a bit of a confession. I have herpes on my left eye. Got it from wrestling. But covering this table 2 weeks in a row, I started getting outrageous. It made me that much tired. My energy level
You did a really
was
good
low
job.
enough that my
Like you were popping off.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that like it was just so taxing. Yeah.
Between working 10 hours doing physical labor and then DMing for 3 hours in the afternoon.
Yeah.
So like I'm not sure I can actually do
What is it called? Like
a Wednesday or Thursday on
Yeah.
a regular basis. I loved it. It was
Yeah.
so much fun. But I started going blind in my
But
left
I
eye.
make it
Yeah.
different. We're allowed
Yeah.
to play the ones that are
Just understanding what
But it's
the
been,
limit.
I don't do that.
It's nice. It tells me when I've been pushing too hard.
Because you and I both have
Too
beyond
many?
capacity for our teens tables. I don't know about you. For me, it's partly I don't have the heart to say no to a couple of like it's been such a consistent these like 8 that I have, and it's like the reason it's become 8 is because when it was 6, the who those 6 are rotates, but of those 8, it's like whenever this one can't, this one plugs in, and it's like, and it just eventually became like all 8 of them wanted to come in, and then I think I also even Henry was one of those, and I had to be like, you're not here all the time, and these are. I'm gonna give you to Gabe.
I feel really bad for Henry because he is very story driven.
Yeah.
And
the rest of your table is not.
Yeah.
It's also
They could give less of a crap.
I also find that hilarious about the fact that you and I are the 2 primary teams tables is that our tables are such polar opposites.
Oh yeah.
Like they are just like completely combat, goofy, like nonsensical. Like I'm gonna carry like what is it? Several hundred gallons of oil.
Enough to take
Of
over
fish oil?
10,000. whale, fish, and other such
Whatever
oils.
oil he could get his hands on. Like,
We got pizza, guys.
Oh, Devin. Spearfishing Santa visited the party, and someone may or may not now have a flask of infinite oil.
oh my god.
And they quite literally paid their price in salt because they have a shaker of infinite salt. Meeting adjourned.
No, we can still talk. I just wanted to
Okay.
get everybody's opinion.
All right. Then I'll keep this running while I grab a plate.
Tony loves you.
Note to self. Kill them all.
Y'all are missing out on pizza. Make it to meetings.
Yeah.
I'm a generous God.
Omelette du fromage. Omelette of egg.
Omelette de fromage.
What is fromage?
Cheese.
It's cheese. Yeah, omelette of cheese. Cheese on. Sorry.
Go. Put finger, hands, feel the range. You wanna come right here, get put.
I have pizza, you don't.
I might, just because I've been like wanting to contribute to like class stuff for Raichu. However, I'm currently just writing like too much with my dungeon crawl and like other things. I might if it's do you think a slightly magical archetype subclass for the musketeer,
Explain. Explain.
like a
I'm just.
this is a musketeer who channels a little bit of magic through their rifle or with their rifle. Like I see you've got like one that's like partial like martial, and so I'm just seeing like if there could be like a literally just this many class features of like a magical thing. Is that
Okay.
something that if I drafted up you'd think would
Oh yeah,
fit?
no, I would look at it, of course.
Yeah.
If we could even make another class before, I would.
If you do a magical rifleman,
Mm.
could you do one where they can just? Because I think on a personal note, on my island, I'm gonna start counting the bullets because they are not lucky enough to just find bullets or make bullets at all for these things. So I'm like, if the magic version just makes ammo, that would be an actually really sick benefit for them.
Can it make it for other
My
people?
island. Ooh. Our table will sell you bullets.
I feel like you'd have to do it where like it just automatically reloads on shot. Maybe fire using like some form of like force
Yeah.
magic instead.
It doesn't make bullets at all. It makes
Makes a.
Yeah.
Or you could, make a physical bullet so they still have to harvest gunpowder if you want to limit them a little bit.
A returning bullet.
That's actually funny. I was thinking a very fragile magic, like crystal ball, fires it like a bullet, choose a magic damage type, fire, ice, poison, whatever. But if you try and hand it to anyone else, they're not trained enough, so they instantly drop it or damage it and can't use it. And, I don't know, maybe take 1d20 poison damage. It's magic. You break it, it should backlash. Note to self, make up more magic BS.
Me too.
That would be in terms of adding like the damage types to it with it.
I don't want to go too crazy about it, but
Just with any of this stuff. If you guys have a class you want to try out, spells you want to do, you want to throw anything to it, we can have not DLC, but just drops. We can give the kids like, hey, new spells drop, new weapons, new this, and just we just gotta figure out dates and be like, hey, so blah blah blah, and then
new patch.
hey guys, here you go, we got this now. And it's like, oh,
Yeah. Would it be possible for us to get like a 3-ring binder with just like not necessarily laminate,
everything in it.
but just like the master set of rules that lives in the curtain closet or something, so that if anyone ever needs to double check something, like we all have
Maybe
our
the
copies and
monster
stuff,
manual.
but No, actually, because
No, I'm gonna do it. No, I'm gonna-
I did print out another one to just keep with me, but other people have like been like, "Hey, do you know where this is? Do you know where that my master copy has been cannibalized now?"
Mhm.
Could I set up a paywall at the table?
That'd be actually
DLC.
funny.
Yeah, they can give me
It's a
$5
that would-
coupons.
That would be so funny to be like,
all of a
okay, give me a
sudden,
$5
Evan just
coupon.
gets like $25 in coupons every week.
These fucking some of these Edina kids would absolutely do that though, to get a couple of magic items.
Just start asking them to
Debit
pay in
comes out there from
inspirations.
the next player's handbook.
Cake eater
One of,
tax.
the
Here we go.
little meters that, like, hook up your-
Oh, what? I'm sorry.
Absolutely.
Just came up with a little something, something.
Evan, where'd you get those? We don't give them to adults anymore. Wouldn't you like to know?
Well,
This is
$5.
payment
If
for
you
services
must.
rendered.
I actually had a kid one time. It was like the only time they were at my table. They tried to tip me with the $5 coupon afterwards, and I was just, I don't know what anyone told me, but don't do that.
buy yourself something nice.
No, actually though, there was just, it was like, God, I haven't even seen them since. I think it was like a one-off kid or something.
Oh, great.
But it was just like that level of like, I'm guessing they're just from a family and they've seen their parents tip a lot or something. But it was just this weird level.
That's
of,
good. Good parents. They're tipping.
Mhm.
That's right.
Yeah,
Good.
I mean, yeah, but also, explain the reasoning. I guess.
See, you've gotten kids that tip you. All of my kids try to bribe me. I'll give you $5 if you give me this weapon. No, dude.
I
You can get it for
threats more
free.
than bribes in my team.
I promise you can get it for free. You just gotta work for it. No, just take 5.
Take the 5,
Just take
man.
5.
They tried doing the one.
I'll cover Glenel's table next time.
There were a few times where they tried that when I was covering your table, and it's always really funny seeing the things that they try and get the substitute DMs to give them. Not even just like magic items,
Yeah.
but just like
Well, I'm well aware. It's
who's
upsetting.
the person that has the like earth golems or like earth elementals in their sword.
It would be not Zira. It's Mila.
Mila.
Yeah.
So
Of course.
Oh
Mila,
no.
Mila,
Real wild wolf.
constantly going to every thing like, can I have another earth elemental put into my sword? And I'm like, no.
What's wild to me is Felix with you, because like he's constantly bugging you for items, and like everything short of the nuke that he wants you to give him, I'm just like, Felix, I would like you
Yeah.
talk to me. I'm your DM. Why are you talking to Glenel? I'd give him that.
He'll literally come over and he'll just be like, so next time when I'm at your table, can I get this? And I'm like, well, you're not, you can just ask Pat. That's
Yeah.
really good. I'm sorry I gave you a really strong flint of like fireball.
But now he's asking for like silly one-off things. Can I get a pocket watch that tells me what time it is in the astral realm? Or like he's asking for stuff that isn't remotely like broken anymore. It's right here.
The amount of times I lost track on the amount of times that the kids were asking for very rare or higher magic items for me in the one night that I subbed for you.
Yeah.
Jack will just straight up give you food.
What?
I kid you not. I'll be sitting right here.
Oh wait.
He'll just straight up.
I
Tony,
just-
here's
yeah.
a Reese's piece.
when
I'm sorry people treat you differently because of your skin color. He'll throw in stuff, and I'm like, yo! No, he'll just throw in stuff. And I'll just be dead. I'll just be gone. I have to like compose myself and
The
just
white guild starting early with it.
when I was DMing
your
the like
people's language is
tables
beautiful.
to-
What?
when I was DMing the two tables together, I think what did he give me? I think he gave me an Oreo Hershey, like a
Yes.
thing of the Oreo.
Yes.
And every time I'm subbed for the thing is he never gives you individually wrapped stuff. And I'm just like, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, kid, you touched that. I'm not eating it.
Yeah, there's sometimes moments like that.
That's got kid fingers on it. Not going in
Yep.
my mouth.
that's how. So like, whenever it's happened, I'm
Reese's
like,
got
oh
my
man.
thumbprint in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, thanks a bunch, man, but I'm full. You should have it. That's what I always say.
In my head, I always hear him like when he becomes an adult. You guys ever see Little Nicky with Adam Sandler? let the meat slide down your throat. I'm like, no, I'm okay. Thank you very much. Here's a Reese's cup with my thumbprint in the middle. Oh,
So
okay.
you know it's from me to remember me by.
Sorry to ask, did I miss anything when I was like up front for a little bit there?
I don't know because I was a front with you.
We were just talking shit about you.
No.
That's what I would have done if you were good.
Oh wait, it's recording. He actually can check.
They can check. So, I think mainly what we were talking about is just tables and like let me know who you want at your table just in case there's like a kid that just doesn't meld well with you.
Or those ones that meld really well.
Oh,
The story
yeah,
beats
the
around
please, like,
them,
yeah. Story revolves around him. I mean,
Since the mix-up,
I can't get rid of Cora.
Shit.
Yeah.
I do think like it's cool to have like an overarching idea, but I try to keep the overarching ones that anyone could sub in for. So like my overarching one is that they're a double-agent team that works as an adventuring party for the daimyo. So anyone who comes to my table could be like, if you were recruited to be part of this team, tell me who in your backstory would make sense to have recruited you, kind of a thing.
I feel like the sweet spot is if you can like always start every month zoomed out, so like your monthly arc is accessible to any players, and then like over the course of the month you zoom in on like the players and their individual like connections to the story that you're.
Something that I didn't think about. Either I
don't
was in a
always do
fire
that, though.
hose of information that hit me when I started here, or was just overlooked in some way or another. I didn't think about this for a while after I started DMing, but like, do try for monthly general story arcs. Start at the start of the month.
Yes,
Have a boss at the end of the month.
Only now occurring to me.
It works really well, and you can like have it be smaller parts. Like I had a full. Like my last 3 months were like a 3-part MacGuffin that they had to find as part of a thing. So at the end of each month was a part of that MacGuffin that all came together. So like you can have like longer story arcs that get part of it, but like that way
Episodic.
when the tables change, if they change, you're fine.
It's funny because the dungeon crawl, the last one, that wizard that was themed after more of the Near East, that wizard was the very first boss of an organized table at the store. The guy that saved everybody was the very first villain. So I was just I was like, okay, I got to tie this in and have an Easter egg for.
I was a full moment where like I could tell you were narrating something. I was like, I don't get this, but there's like 4 kids at this table that are flipping their shit right now.
Speaking of kids flipping their shit, me, Travis, and Devin interviewed the DMs over last weekend. One of our kids is leveling up. He's going to be a DM with us.
Oh,
Kid who was a
Anthony
player at
was-
Tony's, now is a player at
graduate
mine.
mine, and now he's
Yeah.
So, and we even put him in kind of a deficit. We put him with a bunch of veterans, and we're like still like, okay, don't. He has no edge. We're putting him actually 5 feet down, and he has to crawl out, and he still beat out adults.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, you earned it, kid. You really earned it. So when we told him, his email was just, oh my God, thank you. Oh my God. So Tony Dye, he's the redheaded kid with the long hair.
On my Wednesday table.
So you're filling in for me those 2 weeks.
I'd leave my first table.
Hell yeah.
So I was like,
How old is Tony out of curiosity?
16.
So are we going to have him exclusively DMing teens, or is there a chance?
I think we're gonna probably have him start with kids.
Kids. Sorry, I said that backwards. Exclusively DMing kids, or would there be the chance
I want him to work up to teens,
Yeah.
and not just start at teens.
My
Then it's-
concern is just if we gave him teens, there's a chance he'd be DMing for someone older for him, and like the authority question could happen.
That's why I want him
He
with kids.
also still has an interest in playing teens for like a little bit longer, and was asking that of like, can I still play while I'm DMing? And I'm like, well, with the addition, no.
Because he's gonna know what's happening.
Well, but if he's DMing kids and playing teens,
We're not just gonna discuss teens. We're not just gonna discuss kids. We're also gonna be starting to discuss teens too.
I think
You're
there's
There's gonna be-
interest thing there too. Just to be completely
Yeah, no, that's the thing.
fair about it. Like there's there is a level
His
where, regardless of if he's got the insider, because that's obviously a huge thing too. The insider.
yeah, he's gonna know all the arcs, everything that's happening.
Yeah,
with both of us.
I'm not gonna lie, like, and this isn't bad mouth Tony at all because I haven't spent some time with him. But on this last Wednesday, he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm technically coworkers with Devin now." Like, there's a power dynamic at the table that's created as a result. Like, I don't think it makes sense for that.
It's not fun to let him just sort of throw his weight around like that as a player. Yeah.
I understand the concern about the power dynamic at the table. With like teens might be older than him, and
well, also then he works for the store and could potentially say or do something in that way too. Like, or both ways. It's not just on him. Like a kid could feel intimidated as a result, whether it comes
specifically because of that. Sounds like it might be better if they started working with teens instead of kids because
it's more peers. You're thinking
more peers. Teens tend to be more bought in and less chaotic. Kids are fucking hard to DM for. Sorry, like, it stresses me out. I think about coming in on Tuesday on Saturday, and I'm like, get butterflies in my stomach sometimes.
No,
it's hard.
I appreciate that. Let you come in on Tuesday.
We've seen, and once again, not just talking about what's been going on over the last year or so. Like, we've seen genuinely difficult kids placing younger DMs tables, and that's nothing against the younger DMs. It's literally Ben's 100% right. Like, kids are hard to DM for.
They are.
Yeah.
So I mean, that could be a way to come at it as well. It goes against my initial thought, but very frequently my initial thoughts are incorrect.
Yeah.
If this person is trying to DM, maybe they've got a home game or whatever, but if they're just starting their pro DM,
he already runs the after school program at his store at his school.
That's great.
No.
DMing for kids is fucking hard, and you know that.
Yeah, no.
I don't know. Out of everyone here, Tony probably has the least idea of how hard it is.
I think it's definitely harder in some ways.
Yeah, I cherry pick.
But it's easier in others because they are more chaotic, but you don't have to deal with there's not. I feel like there's not as much buy-in for them.
They don't care as much.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, but
And that's
the
what makes
flip
for better
side is
and
that
for
if you
worse.
have a worse session or a more clearly seat of your pants session, the kids don't care.
Yeah.
I feel like kids. I feel like
I'm always prepped. I'm always
I
batting
feel like
100.
because, okay, this is coming in from mainly DM sub. Is kids are easier to sub in for, and teens are easier to DM for because you can plan it out, you can manage. And
Yes.
Yeah, that makes
and
sense.
they follow somewhat, and they're less chaotic. And then the kids, it's already chaotic enough. They don't care. They just want to hit stuff.
Roll dice and
Yeah,
stuff.
they want to roll dice and hit stuff. So it's a lot easier to sub in for.
And there's also that is it'll depend also because it'll depend on how things look with the new store and where we're at with roster of DMs of whether, because correct me if I'm wrong, the current model is that as we're hiring new DMs, those are our prospects for store employees as well.
Correct.
And so Tony is interested in kids D&D DMing, but also fundamentally what he wants is to work for town. And so I could see whether or not that means he is what I'm getting at is it's up in the air whether or not he will end up being more of a Glenell versus a Vic, of being having a consistent table versus more consistently being floor staff, but always being ready to sub in for a table. He might be more of a sub DM than anything else.
To explain my thinking, there is going to be a very short time from when he begins to when he'll be running a table. And I'm thinking of giving him a one arc, a 6-month thing at kids, just to go okay, here's some story for you, here's some stuff. Not baby him, but just give him okay, Here's some stuff. Here's some threads you can pull out. Here's some things you can do. Here's the download of. We can all just kind of go, hey, Tony, here's where I'm at. Here's where I'm at. Here's where I'm at. So he has story ends and bits to go at. And then say, okay, now start writing a story for teens. And give him time to write for teens, because then teens are going to be flying at the seat of your pants. They're going to watch and go like, oh, you don't know what you're doing. They're going to clown him.
Peers are
I want to
more
give them
likely
time
be
to go like,
judgmental.
okay, I'm DMing for these kids.
Sure.
Give them a chance to write a story for teens, and then go, okay, we're going to move you over here, because we're going to have another 2 or 3 we're going to have another DM move in and go like, okay.
That'll be good for finding the sea legs to some degree too, because like the kids are more chaotic. Don't get me wrong, but the age difference alone gives him an air of authority.
Yeah.
And once he grows into that air of authority, it doesn't matter if the team's challenging. He's comfortable in those shoes already.
That makes sense.
I suppose
That's my thinking behind it. Why I want that kids table to start.
Thanks for giving so much space and time to my question about that.
No,
I feel like
I
Hell yeah.
appreciate
No.
you bringing it up because
It's-
it was
yeah.
one
I want to hear it.
It's
If
worth
there's
discussing.
anything I like, oh, hey, I want to do this, and you guys are like, I don't know if you thought about that.
One
I'm
piece
fully open to
that
that.
I would, since we're talking about this,
Sure, what's up,
point, a really important person to this discussion that isn't here to discuss it. Like, do we know what Tony wants to do? Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
no,
obviously
that's-
he'll do what we tell
right
him,
there.
but like,
Right.
oh, the kid is named Tony.
No, well,
Yeah.
exactly.
once he's here, he's gonna be little Tony.
Yeah, he already is.
We can also
So-
call him
so-
Tony the Red.
So yeah, we'll ask.
I'm done.
We'll ask young Tony, our apprentice.
No teasing.
TZ, TD. We'll ask Anthony how to. We'll ask Anthony. Phrase it that way. We will ask Anthony what he would prefer to do, and just kind of like, hey, and explain explain my thought process, or explain a thought process. Like, hey, here's what we want to do is just start. We want you to do a table for a couple of months for kids, and then if he's working up front, he's one of the upfront people, Trav, and it's like, hey, we're having you, stock shelves, do this, do that, have him do that, but then he fills in. However we're doing it, I don't know. If it's this way or it's that way. Anyway, just go, hey, we're going to give you a couple months of kids. What I want you to do in the meantime is I want you to come up with a teen arc and have it ready for summer.
Oh, sorry.
Please.
Related question that just. I'm surprised I haven't thought of this before. You're going to be the head DM at Bloomington now.
Mm-hmm.
Are we still going to have the teens split like we've had in the past, or is it going to be more kids and teens at Minneapolis is Tony, kids and teens in Bloomington is Stephen?
My understanding, correct me if I'm wrong,
Yeah.
is that the split is still kids to teens. So the kids tables at Bloomington and the kids tables in Minneapolis will still be the same campaign, same universe,
Mhm.
and then same with teens, is having the separate teams.
So it's kind of a dual hierarchy.
Yeah.
The physical players in space and the lore and campaign.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So it's basically whoever we choose, I'm running kids. I got the stuff for,
Mhm.
I'm the main writer for the stuff, doing all that stuff. Still going to collaborate with people on the next campaign, which I'd like to start sometime. Doesn't have to be right when the campaign ends. It's not like, okay, December 15th, we're writing the next campaign. January, February, maybe even when we get back, maybe when me and Travis and even get back from Gamma, we start writing the next campaign and just getting all that done way ahead of time, so we're not rushing at the end. So we don't have another anime campaign where stuff gets lost and something happens, and I gotta put out everything all at once.
To that point,
Sure.
if you would like someone to help organize a computer folder hierarchy and structure in like a cloud drive,
Yes.
happy to
Well,
help you
yes,
set
I
up
will.
a-
I will want to
we
do that.
start doing
I do want to do that.
That
So,
would be lovely, because there could be a situation where with the new location, it might make more sense to
Have a cloud.
restructure. We'll just restructure things of how that's laid out. I feel like this will work as the setup, but having some sort of
in cloud we can access.
cloud
For
access
your
system
location.
for it. Yeah,
For that way you can just go in
Or
there and be like,
we could even set it up
would
so that
be useful.
we could easily access it from our own devices. and
Yes.
stuff, too.
Absolutely,
I
yes.
know. I downloaded the stuff that was like when you emailed it to me. That's on the desktop there.
Yeah.
I downloaded it and then just put it in my own Google Drive.
Yeah.
So I can access it.
I did the same. And I will send the stuff back to the store now. Because I had it on the thing and I was like, you know what? We lost the whole last one. I'm going to send it to myself so I know it's safe with me.
Yeah.
And if someone needs something, I can send it out, but I don't want to be miserly.
Copies.
Now that we're pretty good.
I'm like, there's the corporate IT part of the back of my head that I just have to like clamp the mouth shut of, where it's just like source control is not done this way. This is terrible.
No, I got paranoid after I lost.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying.
6
like,
months work.
You can have like a good cloud save that like is impossible to lose in that
Right.
kind of way. And like both from like the accessibility for all of us and from
Right.
the security point.
Right, no, I would like to do that. It was just after I lost 6 months, I was like, no, I gotta have.
Yeah, no, totally.
We're doing this.
Like, it's under lock and key at my place.
Yeah.
3 passwords.
Yep.
Retina and
Yeah, no,
fingerprint
it's not.
scan.
Yeah. I was like,
5 armed guards, 24/7.
my cat's just sitting there. Yeah.
Well, no one's getting past the cats.
No. No, you're not getting past Boromir. He will tear you up. It's my big black one. He just sits in front of the door. He's too heavy to move. So,
This is a
You need to get the source material for the campaign so
no.
you can know where to go next.
Actually, it's funny. Like it wouldn't work with our current group, but like that is such a funny idea of like a one shot that
Well,
unlocks.
I
the
mean,
next
if we ever get together and play as DMs, like,
oh, yeah. We assault on Tony's house.
Actually, to that point,
Yes.
I obviously this is a New Year discussion because
Yes,
there's
yes,
so
yes.
much between here and there. But I would really like to start a probably monthly, like I don't know, probably be on a Tuesday or Wednesday or maybe a Thursday or Friday when the new location opens. But like a host night, since we're all already here, like rotating one shot thing where we can just DM for each other and actually get a fucking shot as players every now and again.
Might be okay.
I mean, if it's not,
I can't. I usually work 10 hours, then come here and work another 3 hours.
and I can't stress enough how
home
much
to
it's.
eat.
I can't stress enough how much it's not an expectation.
Sure.
Just like
It just would be a fun.
I DM in 3 separate campaigns right now. And the one that I got to be a player in is kind of on indefinite hiatus at the moment. So it's like, just having like a one shot once a month where like most of us get to play instead. And like, it wouldn't have to be on. Like,
Yeah, what I'm trying to say is that I'm very interested in it, and that Tuesday wouldn't work for me.
well,
But I would love to do that.
my thought process of throwing that day of the week out was just to try and make it easy for everyone to already be here.
Scheduling.
But the reality is, it could very easily be the kind of thing where
Any-
like it's a
any
different
day of
night
the month.
every month. Just part of meeting that month is setting up the poll for when people want to meet the next month or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm very interested. Like obviously, it's an off the clock kind of thing. It would be like us hanging out, but like from both a team building and I want to fucking play D&D for one's point of view. Like I think it'd be a really fun idea.
And also is like just because you had the excellent team building exercise the other day with Jeopardy. That was a lot of fun. I did it not this year, but the previous year. I invited the staff over to my house and made a bunch of food. I would like to do that
everything
again.
I've suggested. We're eating
No, sometime this next year, I would like to do that again because I got a big old yard in the back. I won't do a whole pig like I did last time. I'll probably do like a leg, but something to that effect of just roasting up a bunch of meat, having different Latin food, and just going like, okay, here's the buffet table, go nuts, and just play music, and everybody just hang out and have a good time. And it's a lot easier for people who get off on like a Saturday or whatever to literally just go up the street to my house rather than going all the way over to St. Paul.
I'm already excited. So, I just ate pizza. I'm hungry again.
Kiddie pool full of beer and IPAs, making sure we get the EPUS. No problem, bro.
Yesterday?
Sorry.
Oh, please.
I was just gonna say to piggyback on the team building thing. I was talking with Travis. Nothing's on the calendar yet, but it's looking like we're gonna aim to do those in like a quarterly cadence.
Sure, sounds good.
So as a result, just we'll try to be better. All the DMs were invited to it. It was like an all-tower employee, like everyone please come kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Didn't do a great job of communicating.
I found out at 7 o'clock last Sunday
When home base was like, don't be late for your shift.
Yeah.
No.
and I was like, what? What
No.
shift?
You were far from the only person who didn't come. And you weren't even, like, it wasn't even only DMs that didn't come. So,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
don't stress it.
Actual.
Future ones will be communicated.
Happy to do it.
But please know that you were.
Yeah. They know yours.
But I was not aware that it was happening until it already happened. Yesterday, I did a Friendsgiving at my house.
Sure.
Very
And
nice.
at the end of it, we played Dread.
Dread's great.
It was great, right? I mean, that's not something that like you don't have to prep for it.
No.
You just need a
We could do like a blood on the clock tower kind of thing too. Like there's all sorts
Oh, yes.
I don't know about
Please.
that.
It's
Have
a
you ever
social
played-
deduction
It is
spooky game.
Yeah, have you
It's
played like
so
Town
good.
of Salem,
I've
Werewolf,
played it like 150
Mafia,
times.
anything like that?
What?
Have you played like Town of Salem, Werewolf, Mafia?
Yeah.
And it's like, in
It's-
my
it's
opinion,
the best of that
best
kind of
of
game
that
I've ever
kind
played.
of game.
No shit.
It's
To put it in context, the box costs $130.
No, it's something.
It is
so good.
It's like
I
if you,
want it
if
so
you
bad.
turned a social deduction game like that into as close as it can get to a D&D campaign.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like while still being accessible and fun to play. Like there is a game
But there's
master
room
for
for role play.
yes, and there's a game master in Blood on the Clock
Yeah,
Tower.
there-
Like,
there's
that's
a
level
game
of-
master. He has they have a grimoire, and literally they decide the roles ahead of time because by creating like a module of, okay, I want 2 of this and 1 of this and 1 of this and 1 of this, and then we'll mix up to see who this is.
I would play it like once or twice every week during college for the most part, and I have like 150 games.
Jesus.
I have 100 recorded on BGG.
Okay.
And I didn't start until partway through, and I stopped after I started. Board game.
Board game. Oh, it's a website that talks.
That's good.
Yeah, it's
You're
amazing.
gonna save me.
I do have
Give me the
I have
details.
several custom scripts. People want to play
fine.
custom scripts with like.
Sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't think it was
And
gonna
then
shake
I
that much.
also
I
have-
just.
I think I have 3 separate custom scripts with custom roles and some custom characters as well. I have one that was made by the board game club at University of Minnesota
Sure.
with like custom characters from that.
Sure.
I have another one that someone made that is Ace Attorney themed. And,
That's
and I have
good,
another
yeah.
one that
Yeah.
is Final Fantasy themed. So it's,
Okay.
it's got
Alright.
a character, and the Final Fantasy one
It
is
makes sense.
Why?
I'm the opposite.
there's one
I'm
that where
kind of not like
they
it.
win when all of
I
the
like
minions go dead, but they can't.
I'm so like interested. I'm too new at drinking.
If you want an experienced mentor, let me
I'm so sorry. I was gonna make you your pineapple pooch. I'm sorry about that. I'll make that for you.
Yeah,
I got the stuff. I was just like,
no
like
expectation.
I'm sitting.
but
As soon as you said it, I was like, da-da-da. Oh my god! I put my stuff away. I can go grab it real quick. Okay,
Well, okay, here's the reality.
I can make it quick.
Obviously, we're living in precedented times that are really easy. Nothing unexpected happens to anybody, right?
Right.
It's so easy to plan and carry through things that it's,
No,
I
no,
can't believe that happens.
How dare
No, I was on. No, sorry, I was on a tear, and then I was like, okay. Like, okay, I got this and this now. And then you said that you don't need an experienced mentor. I was like, oh dear God, I forgot. Sorry, I make wine and brandy, so that'll be another DM meeting, not you.
Just wait. I like Devin's
I did
idea of
something.
like we just
To do like a little stamp.
X's on people's hands.
No, we'll get the stamp. Like we have it front for the calendar and just a chunk.
We could just put that meeting off for like a month and a year.
Just
No,
Final
it's okay.
Fantasy
Final
themed.
Fantasy
blood on
My
the
first
I-
drink is a Tower Games GM meeting.
And
For,
so
for Becca, her
Oh,
last name is
I
Figueroa,
am
which means fig
obsessing
tree.
over
So I made her
being
fig one.
invested.
Like, okay, you have no right.
It's like
Thank
folklore.
you.
First of all,
Scandinavian
how
I
dare you?
have every right.
They have a couple of expansions that also go into like
What is
British,
in this?
Irish,
Don't-
and
don't
most
question it.
recently,
I mean, if
Carpathian.
you've
So,
been able to play
like,
150
yeah,
games
yeah,
on
yeah,
mine,
Transylvania,
yeah,
Irish,
sure.
that sort of thing. It's occult investigation
My
in
brother-in-law
like
is like best friend.
19th century,
Yeah.
19th century
Whatever reason, he's like, hey, can you make
Eastern
strawberry?
It's like kind
I
of
can
the
do that.
Basil?
but yeah,
There's so much.
yeah, it's so. But before you leave, I'll show you the book. The art is gorgeous.
I've seen it.
It's one of those where it's like,
I
I
really
did
want to
the
run
thing
that.
where I'm like,
So-
okay. Because I had a growler on
Yeah.
the 64 hours radio. I'm like, okay.
If we ever get
Now.
together and actually play.
Which we've been talking about for a year.
I know.
Since I've been here.
We keep talking about like
This
getting
does
You
not
run a
go in
basing
glass.
game, I'm in.
Does not go in the-
What?
Don't do it.
He's saying if I run a basing game,
Bottom of the
he's in.
Drink it, sit back for a minute.
Yeah.
Don't do
I
it.
don't know.
And he's like,
My
oh,
brain-
yeah.
They also go by
So
that
he's
one
like,
and
"Ah, blah, blah,
hey
blah, blah."
boy.
It's fruity.
My
That's
brain,
yeah,
I
that's
auto
your house.
they
No,
them.
no, 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 no. It was a
Everybody,
friend of mine. He asked me to
everyone's
make
they them
strawberry.
until proven binary.
And I said, sure. And I just so happened to already have
Non-binary.
some strawberry going.
54% alcohol.
Yeah, I was, he's like, okay, buddy. Because I already had a 5-gallon jug that I planned. That I had like, okay, I got my mixed berry one. Because I'll like seasonally be like, okay, here's berries. Here's, Christmas time is usually like a season
Oh.
fruit. That's my,
Yeah,
one of my
Was it like
favorites.
really obvious?
Plum is for Mickey. I'll make her plum brandy because that's her favorite. But this guy, he's like strawberry, and I'm like, I already got way more strawberries than I'll need. I'll just make a 5-gallon of this, and then I'll make boysenberry and blackberry and mulberries for that one. I'll make the dark berry one, whatever. So I make 5 gallons of wine. I turn it into 2 gallons of brandy.
I'm not
I
trying
give
to
him
say no.
a half
I'm trying
gallon.
to say no blood on the
It's
plate.
okay.
Clock tower.
Now,
I'm just
this is
pitching
homemade.
dread because
Take
it's
it
something
easy.
that
And
like
he's like, yeah, man, it'll be
if you're
fine.
done-
I did
if
like this.
you're
A little bit
3
of
hours in,
glass. See how it
and
affects you.
2 players have
Okay,
died,
he's like, okay.
yeah, just the other players win. You're
And his brother
You
called
know?
me. He's like, he is
you can have- you can
zombified
just end it
on the
anytime you
couch.
want.
Just
If that makes sense.
Have you ever heard of Rikia?
Rikia?
It's a Eastern European, specifically in my family,
Yeah.
Croatian.
Instead of asking
kind of
people
thing.
to roll dice,
You
tell
you
them
essentially
to pull a
infuse
block or
grappa, which
Oh, yes.
is distilled
and
wine.
if you knock the tower over,
and then once you
your
infuse it with
character
whatever
dies.
it is you want, it
And
becomes Rikia.
so
role playing game that uses
my
Oh,
grandmother
that's why there's
on
the
my
Jenga
mom's side
towers
is
over in the
Croatian.
RPG section.
And
It's
my,
for
That's very
it's like
different.
super
Are
common
you
in
sure?
every family in
there
Croatia.
one?
There's another
Rikia,
one.
they're
There's like
constantly making
a
it and stuff.
lesbian love one.
And the
Yes,
recipe
that
she
uses
has for our
those.
family.
Does it? I saw
Thirsty
it
sword
Jenga tower.
lesbians?
No, not thirsty sword
Super
lesbians.
good.
There's another
Because I don't know if you've had
one.
grappa
There's
yet.
another.
But it's
I don't know if it's specifically lesbian.
it's good.
There is like
It's not
a
easy to
love
drink.
one, I'm
Like
pretty sure, and it was.
you
and
turn
there is them
it into
playing
Rikia,
Jenga on
and
the
suddenly
cover.
you've got
Okay.
like, you know how like
Really
limoncello
though,
is like,
to know it.
it's like limoncello, but twice as alcoholic.
yes, yes.
So I made that I do really good. It's the night where Pat gets to look like an alcoholic, barely. Every year I do a drinking Olympics with a bunch of friends from college. Gold medal this year, just so.
It's just
Traveling
trophies.
Damn. But in the early years, we would all bring because the games are on Saturday, but we meet up Friday through Sunday.
Yeah.
We would all bring a drink to represent our country we were representing to have to like cheers each other on Friday. Eventually, we all got so shit faced on Friday. We were like, we need to slow this down.
We do not
But I
appear
brought
to have
that
any kind
I was
of
from
dread.
Croatia.
So
And like
It's
the
okay.
first couple of
You just
years,
make it
it
up.
was very clear that
It's
I
like
was the one
something's
who
trying
was
to kill
making it, so we were all
Beautiful
getting
Jenga.
two shit.
as a visual way to represent.
Yeah. Maybe it's going to be
Yeah, that was-
vampires in Transylvania. Maybe
That was
it's gonna
fun,
be
going-
alien
like,
invasion.
going over to his house,
Maybe it's
like, okay, hey.
FBI,
No,
because
just-
you're part of a social movement, like
Right.
whatever you
And
want.
he was like, you were like in
Sounds
slow motion.
Yeah, it's just
It's like, yeah, buddy, that stuff goes right to your head.
That's what
you
strawberries
make your
for trade.
characters whatever you like.
I was like, how much did you
It's really
have?
just a one shot.
Yeah,
You're not
Kool-Aid
going
glass.
deeply
Like a
into
Kool-Aid
Yeah.
glass.
developing your
You threw it
characters.
down?
You're just like,
It
It's
didn't
low
feel
stakes.
alcoholic.
It's low
It's like,
investment.
no, it doesn't. That's why I said don't.
That's why you got to be careful. No,
It was
I
really sweet strawberry. Like it tasted like almost like a strawberry.
Yeah.
Not strawberry Fanta, but like.
yeah, no,
He's
I know exactly what you're describing.
Sorry for all this, guys. We're just ranting about liquor. During the meeting,
we're gonna
sorry.
make Gabe cut it about 20 minutes
ago,
ahead.
yeah,
Riley, plug your ears. That'll fix. That's good.
But no, I know exactly what you're talking about because when I infused it, I got like the it wasn't used ones of these, but they were the same kind, like gallon, like Carlo Rossi.
Oh yeah.
Gallon wine
Oh
jugs.
yeah.
So that's what I was infusing.
Man, Rossi Posse, baby.
Right, exactly. Rossi Posse.
Yes.
Well, that's exactly what happened because like it was that kind of a bottle with the small handle to hook your fingers
Yep.
into and everything. So we started the night, and I was like, okay, you don't get more than a shot size. Sip it. This is strong. And then that's 8 p.m. and by 10:30.
Yeah. Probably. So-
there was one time at a party that me and my friends were at. One of my friends wanted to do the TikTok trend where it's just everyone. It cuts between different people and it says this is this is my name. This is who I'm dressed as because it was a Greek god party. And who do you think is most likely to be drunk or the most gonna get the most drunk at the end? And it was it got so bad for some of the people.
Yeah.
Because
But I guess my
they could.
What did somebody pick
If
Dionysus?
they pick themselves.
No,
No, you could.
it
But
was-
the trend is basically like, I'm Pat. I'm dressed up as Hades, and I think Vic's gonna be the drunkest at the end of the night. And then the smash cuts to me at the end of the night and shows how drunk I am.
Yeah. It was very funny because we were doing it in pairs of two, and so my friend goes up and says like, "Oh, I think another friend is gonna be drunk," and then I'm standing next to him, and I'm like, "Hi, I'm I don't even know who I was dressed up as, and I think this person's gonna be the most drunk," and then it cuts immediately to them passed out on the couch.
So you won.
Yeah.
What do you win?
Nothing.
The title. No.
Being correct.
It was very awkward in 7th grade health class because they're going like, okay, we're going to explain alcohol use and da-da-da. Like, we had a really cool health teacher. She's going through it. She's like, okay, so let's go over your body weight and this and that. And they're like, okay, for you, Stephanie, it would take you this many beers to become drunk legally. And, it would take you this many drinks to get drunk. It would take you this many drinks. And they got to me and I'm like, Gigantor. And they're like, all right.
I'm gonna go outside and smoke.
So you're 6 foot. It's okay, Tony. So you're at the time. They're like, okay, you're 6'4".
Put something in the door.
Okay, you're 6'4". You weigh 205 pounds. It would take this many beers, and not thinking, I corrected her. I'm sorry, it's my culture.
No, I thought it was gonna be the full like, everyone else is like, it would take half a beer, it would take a beer and a half, and then they get to you and it's like, it would take 7 beers, and then the whole class is just like,
And I'm like, so Tony, it would take this many beers. They're like, no, she said like it would be 7 or 8, and I went, and I just said, well, I can do a 12-pack. And then she was like, I'm sorry, what'd you say? And I was like,
said, whoa, that'd be a lot to throw back.
Forgive me. And I was like, well, Mrs. Willette, just as a thing, I know how much I can drink. But then she's like, what? So you drink at home? And I was like, yes. Just, yes, I do. It's just, I have wine, or I'll have beer, or I'll have something else.
With
dinner.
It's gonna stunt my growth.
And I was like, well, no, there's a good story. I'll tell it later.
I'm gonna steal Gabe. We gotta go.
Okay, you guys gotta go. Okay, you guys have a good night. Take care. We'll get out of here in a minute too. But
Sorry, guys, you're missing the rest of the story.